All right, we are going to be on the floor for the entire stretching video today. We're going to start out with a set of 90-90s. So sitting on your butt, you're going to place your heels on the ground in front of you, wider than hip distance apart. Sit up nice and tall. You can place your hands on either side of your body for support. We're just going to rock side to side here, trying to get your knees as close to the ground as possible while still keeping both butt cheeks as close to the ground as possible and sitting up nice and tall with it. Breathing deeply here. Now I want to mention, if you are right here and that's as far as you can go, that is just fine. You're here because you want to work on flexibility, right? Because you want to work on mobility. And wherever you are at right now is just fine. But if you want to get better, if you want to get more flexible, if you want to get more mobile, the more you show up for yourself with these stretching videos, the more mobility and flexibility you'll get. Mobility, flexibility, those are all learned, and they just take time. They just take that daily practice of getting in, practicing daily for 5 to 10 minutes, and then, consistency around that. Building mobility is going to translate into your workouts for sure. More range of motion means you're getting stronger, you're building better muscle, and you're staying safer, but it also translates into your daily life. Getting in and out of the car, going up and down the stairs, getting your groceries out of the car. All those things that you do on a daily basis are going to be easier with better mobility. All right, let's go ahead and bring your feet together for a little butterfly stretch here. Grab your feet, sit up tall, and just pull your chest towards your feet. You try to keep your back pretty straight here. Think about pushing your knees into the ground as you pull your chest towards your feet. Now we're going to take a deep breath. On the exhale, I want you to round your back and really sink in towards the floor. All right, so deep breath in. Exhale, and we're just going to sink down into it. So I'm rounding my back. I'm really feeling this in my hips. I'm also feeling this all through my low and mid back. I'm pushing my knees into the ground. I'm pushing my hips into the ground. And I'm breathing, trying to relax all those muscles. One more deep breath here. All right, let's go ahead and sit back up. Extend both legs out nice and wide. Flex your toes back, and again, sit up tall. We're just going to reach our fingertips out in the center here, reaching them out as far as you can. Keep creeping those fingertips. Feel free to move your hips around a little bit. And again, just like with that last stretch, just like with every stretch, deep breath on the exhale. Think about getting deeper into the stretch. Relax into it. Don't hold tension in your muscles right now. They're going to try to tense up and let you not stretch as far as you want to stretch. Really, really think about relaxing your muscles. Let's take one more deep breath here, and then we're going to go over to our left side. Walk those hands over to your left side. Now I want you to think about reaching with your right hand towards your left side. This is going to create a little bit more rotation. You'll still feel this through your hips, but you'll also feel it through the side of your back. Just a little bit here. Keeping both hips down towards the ground. And let's go ahead and walk to the other side. Again, reaching with that opposite arm, thinking about elongating, relaxing into the position. One more deep breath here. Okay, let's go ahead and sit on up. So now we're going to take our front foot, our front leg, and it's going to be pointing straight out from your torso. Your knee is going to be at a 90-degree angle. Your back leg is going to be pointing straight out from your back hip. And again, knee is at 90-degree angle. That back leg is going to try to be all sorts of wonky. Make sure that back leg is at a 90-degree angle. Now, we're going to lean forward. So our arm and our back leg are going to create a straight line here as we lean forward. You might want to have a chair or something depending on your flexibility in this position. But what we're going to do is we're going to reach forward And just kind of roll your torso towards the ground and inch those fingers forward. You should feel this all through the side of your back here into your lats. You might be feeling this in your hips. Feel free to move around with it. Whenever moving with stretching though, make sure it's slow movement. Make sure you're paying attention to how you're feeling. Stretching should feel uncomfortable, not painful. Shooting pains are not what we're looking for here. One more deep breath and then we'll switch to the other side. Let's go ahead and sit up slowly. And bring it over to the other side. So other leg is going to be forward now. Make sure you're setting yourself up in that 90-degree angle. Sit up nice and tall. Lean over. Reach that hand out. Rotate your torso towards the ground just a little bit here. And inch those fingertips away from your body. Good. One more deep breath. Good. Let's go ahead and sit on up. We're going to take it into a child's pose here. So with child's pose, I want your knees wide. Knees wide. Sit on your feet. And we're going to push our chest into the floor. We're going to try to keep our butt as close to our feet as possible while inching our fingers as far away as possible. Really thinking about elongating through your spine. So I'm pushing my chest into the floor here. Opening my knees up and reaching my fingertips out as far as I can. Now I want you to go ahead and drop your head to the floor. I'm going to keep my head up so you don't get any echoey effects on the mic. And breathe here. Walk your fingertips over to one side. And if you have walked over to the left side, I want you to take your right hand on top of your left hand and really pull. Get a good stretch on that opposite side. Elongate those muscles over there. Relaxing into it. Let's walk them over to the other side. And back to the center. All right, let's come on up to your hands and your knees here. We've got a little cat-cow. Hands under shoulders, knees are under hips. Push your back up as high as you can towards the sky. Drop your head. And now let's reverse that. Lower your stomach down. Arch your back down towards the ground. Look up towards the sky. And reverse. Push your back up, breathe out, breathe in as we arch it the other way. One more time, breathe out. And breathe in. Let's go ahead, come back, crisscross applesauce here. We've got one more little stretch to finish us off. We're going to reach up high, lean on over to the side, and other way. And one more time on each side here, elongating. Last one. There we go. There you have it. Today's stretching, and remember, the more you practice stretching, the more you practice mobility, the easier it's going to become to move through your workouts and through your daily life. Practice this daily, 5 to 10 minutes a day, and you'll be pretty amazed at how quickly you'll gain that mobility and how much better you'll be moving, how many less aches and pains that you'll be having. All right, thanks for joining.